Good morning and welcome. I thought we'd start the video with a lazy cat. And there he is. Oh, no, goodness, he's moving. Be careful. You're going to fall off, Mungo. A bit near the edge, Poppet. He'll know about it if he does, won't he? Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome. It's a long while since I've done a little video, but that's been because, well, I've been away. We had a week away in Dorset, which was wonderful, beautiful. And gosh, haven't we had a lot of rain? It hasn't been the weather for doing, certainly not doing a gardening video. So basically I haven't done anything. Everything in the garden is so behind. I'm sure everyone else has experienced this, unless you're living in a country where it's been very hot. And then you'll have had the problem of everything dying, I suppose. But so we've been lucky. We haven't had to water. I can't remember last time I had to get the hose pipe out. The only thing I've been watering in the last few days is the tomatoes and the few vegetables that we have left. But yes, we'll get up. Don't know why I sat down really, and have a little walk outside. The vegetables have been somewhat disappointing, to be honest. Some of them have been disappointing. The strawberries were very good. They've just about finished, although we have got one flower. The sweet peas, I've lost count how many sweet peas I've had from there, and I need to cut some more actually this morning. So they've been great. The beans are still, we haven't had anything off them yet. Perhaps it's a little bit early. We've plenty of flowers now, which is good, and we have, as you can see there, some what I call baby beans, some little baby beans coming. So yes, we will get some beans off there. The peas are finished. We cleared the peas. That's where the peas were, and they've done. We had 2 or 3 pickings from them, but they've finished. So that's unfortunate, but they've done. The rhubarb, I have had some off the rhubarb, but again, not very much. I mean, the 2 plants at the back, that one there and this one at the front, are this year's. So I'm not going to pick from them. But the one here and the one on this side here have been in over a year, so they're the ones I can cut from. They say to leave rhubarb in a year, so that's what I shall do. Now then, had I planted this last time? I can't remember. You remember that I had cut down the sambucus. I'd had a bit of a tough job cutting that down. We couldn't get out the trunk, or the stump, should I say. We can't get the stump out. So my husband drilled some holes into it and scored it, and we've been pouring boiling water on it. But it does still keep sprouting, and I'm just picking the little sprouts off as they come up. But we've managed to create enough space, and we have put a lilac in here, which we're hoping, it's grown quite a bit actually since I planted it. We're hoping will take over. This stuff, this is peat-free compost. Isn't it horrible? Does anybody else find peat-free compost is rubbish? It dries out so quickly. It's really, really difficult to get anything to grow. I don't like it. I know it's better for the planet, but I'm looking for an alternative. I'm hoping to get some manure for the autumn that I can put on top of the vegetable beds just to overwinter them. I know you can buy bags of manure, but I might even, the better option, I'll go to stables and see if anyone, I'm sure they'll be happy to get rid of some sacks of manure, buckets of manure, whatever. I could take my potato buckets and fill them. Anyway, that's for autumn. This is the lettuce has been really good. I need to pick some more of this actually. And the courgettes are doing really well. I've had quite a few flowers, and I've actually got, can you see it? There, my little courgette, little mini courgettes. So pleased with that. These 2 pots of potatoes have been harvested. These are ready to dig up, the main crop, and then these are, well, I call them my Christmas potatoes. I tend to leave them in there and harvest them on the day when we have Christmas lunch. So that's the vegetables pretty much. Oh, the tomato I'll show you when we go around the front. Quite a lot of stuff is trying to climb and cover this city's wall off, which is nice. And I need to cut some more sweet peas. I've got some washing actually to put out, because isn't it nice? We can put the washing out. It's sunny occasionally. This buddleia, which I think I've shown you before, which is self-seeded in a tiny, tiny, tiny little hole down there. And look at it, and it's been gorgeous. And my Jessie, oh, look at her rose bush. She had like a couple of roses in June, and then it's just gone, it's just gone berserk. Look at all the buds, gone berserk. She's got loads. I mean, that is just beautiful. Look at that. You can always tell quality of a David Austin roses, can't you? I've got a rogue sunflower there, but I don't know if it's been eaten by something. I don't know if it's going to do anything or not. And the fuchsia. Oh, look at that fuchsia. The fuchsia's been fabulous. Look at it. It's just covered in flowers. And I don't know if I showed you it in an earlier video. I thought I killed it because it had gone all brown and a bit twiggy, and I pruned it too hard, I thought. But then it's come back to this. It's amazing. The salvias have been brilliant to say how wet it's been. They've obviously like rain. Well, obviously hydrangeas we know do. That's gone over now though. The sedum is starting ever so slightly to colour. Into autumn now, aren't we, as well? We're into Lunacy, which is the first of the harvest months. First of the autumn months in the pagan calendar. Here's my tomatoes. And there's quite a few on there. They're very green because they've had no sunshine. Again, there's a few on here as well. Oops, you're going out of focus. So where are I? Can't find them now. Not one flower have we had on this dahlia. Not one. Now a few people have said, oh, it's still early. There's still time. But, you know, it's August. There's no sign of anything. So, I'm not very hopeful. And this year, surprisingly, I haven't had any water lilies. Which is very unusual. I usually have at least 2. But there you go. This has got waterlogged. There was no water in it now. But it's looking a bit sorry for itself, isn't it? I'm hoping it'll pick up when it dries out sufficiently. And the other tomato we have in a hanging basket, and there are some on there, as you can see, plenty of flowers, but just need the sun. Well, I have got them. Now this made me laugh yesterday. This is my Christmas amaryllis, which I had inside the house, and it flowered in the new year. It was beautiful. And then I thought, I've never been able to save one for the following year, but I thought, well, you know, so I let it die down, and I brought it outside, and I sat it in there, so it was sheltered. Let it I didn't water it, didn't feed it. It was dry as a bone, didn't do anything to it, and we were cutting up some, as you can see there, some that's the old sambucus, and we were going to burn the twigs that we made into kindling, and we were doing that, and I noticed it, amaryllis. It's got a bud on it. It's August, so obviously it isn't going to flower for Christmas. It's flowering now instead, but that's fine. I'll see what happens and let it do its thing. If it still hasn't opened and the frost starts, then I'll take it to the side. But yeah. What else has happened? We've had a little bit of flowers not many, but we split it last year, so I cleared a lot of things out of here. This has been beautiful, this trough this year. Got the gentian, which is some of the flowers are, when the sun comes out a bit more, it will open up. So that's been good. That's been looking good. What else have we? The second flush of flowers on the Clematis Armandii, strangely. The Lavatera, that's been nice, but again, the rain battered it a little bit and the flowers went a bit soggy. But yeah, it's not been too bad. This choice is spread. Since I cut the Lavatera back at the side here, give it more room to spread, and it has. There's a Placosmia coming in at the back there. Can you see? It's a yellow one. It's not the Lucifer's finished, but the wind is bringing down a lot of leaves. And then here, the Japanese anemones, which are all in bud. We were down in Dorset, as I say, 3-4 weeks ago, and they were in flower down there. In fact, we went to Harewood House on what day did we go? Tuesday. Yesterday. No, Monday. And they were all in flower there as well, and that's literally just up the road. So I don't know why mine are so behind, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It's not a race, is it? Oh, that one's opening, look. That white one at the back. These are white ones, and these are pink. But yeah, there's lots of buds. And this is imminent as well. It's Rudbeckia. Oh, see, bit of more sunshine, and this will be open as well. Geraniums are always fab. The lavender's been amazing this year. Look at the bees. I love it. Love it. I have got a Bina Bonariensis down the back there, but it's not grown at all yet. Usually it towers above the lavender, it just goes right to the top of the fence. And the poppies continue to be lovely, and the geums, and the potentilla, all my favourites. More lavender. And the clematis have grown. This clematis, I probably need to get a clip that at some point. And this one's grown quite a lot as well. This one goes right from here, goes all the way along here. And obviously it did flower, but it's finished. It's flowering now. I think that's a bit all I've got to tell you. I did actually have a flower on this jasmine. Oh, there's another one. Look, must have known you were coming. There, look. And it looked dead. It looked really, really poorly. The frost had got to it. I'm going to put it, I'm hoping to get a small greenhouse in autumn, and I'm going to put it in there. Just trying to keep that out of the way a little bit, really. Yeah. I'm going to put it in there over winter. So hopefully that won't happen again. It won't get us frost damage then, hopefully. And the same with this euchera. It didn't do very well over winter. It is coming back, but it's been very, very slow. Hasn't flowered. It's just a shame. I think we need to put some more water in there. In fact, it needs cleaning. Looks a bit minging. I'm surprised the birds aren't going to drink out of it. So that's everything, I think, more or less. To tell you, I've got a few little flowers on the penstemon at the back. Can you see the pink? Oh, see if I can bring it through, bring it round. Yeah. But again, I think it's a bit early yet, perhaps. That might have got broken. Sorry, I'm talking to myself, but I'm supposed to be talking to you. Well, I'm saying that, nobody watches this anyway, so really, don't know how you get these videos out to more people. I think I've only got 2 subscribers. I don't know. Quite a few people watch it, but obviously not impressed. I still haven't decided what to do with this. Whatever I put on there dies because it doesn't get enough rain. so it's too sheltered. I have to try and remember to water them, and I don't always remember, so. Right, I shall sign off now. It's taken longer than I thought it would. And I will go and put my washing out. Mungo hasn't fallen off the sofa, has he? Oh, no, he's turned round now. That's better, Mungo. That's a safer way of laying, isn't it? So yeah, go put my washing out. And I'll see you all later. Thank you. Bye.